Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 20.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. You can't block me.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
26, Mike, 26. Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
26, Mike, 26, Mike. Hey, Will. Let's go, you tighten up. 26, Mike, 26, Mike. Hey, come on out. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run. There.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 5-5. Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch the whip.
To 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. It's a nifty return. Yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try to get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's our field. Shut up.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a give, right side. Moss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. I know he ain't got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
57. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Zoom.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
This is Gordon. He's got a 1st down past the 30. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, touchdown L.A. Melvin Gordon, 84 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, it's Moss, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, let go. Hey, that's scared. 26, Mike. 26.
On second and inches, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. We got four.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Mike's 57's Mike. Blue down. 57's to Mike. 57's to Mike. Quit talking about it.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Able to find Switzer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Gets fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Check, check. Lucky.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
26 Mike.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, team 6. Mike 40. Hey, I'm coming after you. Hey, go on, Mike 40. Get ready.
On play action, Rosen. He's going to look for Allen now. And this is caught. Give him 32 on the play. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On the draw, here's Jackson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
50 seconds to Mike. 50.
And the blitz does come. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 8 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gordon. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From just shy of midfield, Rosen under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Middle.
Hey, Mike 40. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. This is maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. It's a pickup of 6.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
57.
Go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or has moved away from it.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Ravens 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken near the 13.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for our visitors, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.